Hello, Professor Bright here. Welcome back to House of Many Doors, where last episode we delivered the last of our gods and nothing else happened. Nothing of note. Now, we actually have a few places I could go. I think I am going to go beneath Carapas and dance in fungal dreams. Maybe not both today, depending on how long the delve takes, but I think I'm going to go through them, and then, I don't know. Part of me wants to just go up north and hit all these, but on the other hand, there's all this space, you see, that we haven't explored, and I'm positive there must be something else in here. So, maybe we go back in there, maybe we don't. We'll see. We shall see what happens. For now, I know that we're going south. Something about a city that's sinking, though. What? I'm sorry, I didn't read the description there. My apologies. Yes, eyes in the darkness. Nothing too upsetting there. Okay, one more to the left. And then, away we go. We'll find out about this Carapas place. We'll delve in there, then we'll go... fail to convince the... Please don't reach me. Please don't reach me in time. Thank you. Good. But yes, fail to convince the mice and I to actually, rebel and better the situation by rebelling. Because their stupid cyclical universe belief, which may end up having some truth in it, probably will. But personally, I like my theory that the lady in white is, well, won't go over that later. And I think it's not the lady in white, I think it's just the lady. But anyway, unimportant, we're here now. A circular stone fort town covered in scaffolding, forever sinking into the sucking mud below. More Carapas must constantly be built to outrace the swamp. Here House Lucinid rules from the beetle shell Carmine Palace. Of course they do. They built their castle in a swamp. Just keep building castles until it doesn't sink, right? Yeah, that's how that works. Gather our news. The markets are bustling with people eager to pass on the latest news. Blacksmiths are having some success replicating technology from the northern cities. Interesting. Baroness Kipper has taken bloody vengeance after being spurned by Courtier. Strange things have crawled up from the underbelly. Well, Lady Lucinid continues to enjoy tremendous popularity. Now, we will be going into the underbelly, but before we do that... Gain favor with Lady Lucinid? You will need to earn her trust before you gain entry to the Carmine Palace. She operates several charitable institutions in the city and tours them often. If you volunteer at one, you could hope to bump into her. This seems suspicious. Lady Lucinid's asylum for the parentally deficient is doing genuine good in the slums of Carapas. You spend 3 days there, serving gruel to hollow-eyed waifs and befriending the staff, thoroughly decent folk who talk of Lady Lucinid with distinct awe. On the third day, Lady Lucinid visits the orphanage and spends a few hours reading stories to a gaggle of unimpressed children. Well, fair enough. Make an impression you're either very passionate about this sort of thing, or you can do a very credible imitation of passion. Like a sociopath. Wonder which one I'm supposed to be. Regardless, Lady Lucinid seems ready to dismiss you, but you talk to her with such warmth and eloquence that she finds herself enraptured. After a long conversation, the lady extends you an invitation to the Carmine Palace. She'd love to see you again, she says, for another conversation. Or for another conversation. Yes. The lady stands ready to go, the book left unfinished. The orphans drift away, expressionless. They're orphans. They probably get this whole rigmarole every once in a while. I imagine there's... Well, actually, no, she runs several charitable organizations, so there would be... Well, it doesn't matter. But there would be other places where she would visit, so maybe she doesn't go there all the time. But anyway, we don't care about that right now. We want to visit the Carmine Palace. The Carmine Palace is built in a magnificent rust-red beetle shell. Grand doors swing open for you. Scarlet liveried guards bow deeply. Violin music swells as the doors creak open. Lush red and gold tapestries cascade down every wall, and chubby marble statues pout at you from every corner. A mustachioed thrall in impeccable attire escorts you to the main hall. The main hall is awash with the Carapas aristocracy, a forest of powdered wigs and weak chins. The air froths with chatter, but there's a razor-sharp edge to the merry atmosphere. A dozen eyes fixate on you at once and then slide away. A passing thrall hands you a glass of wine. You say thrall instead of just like butler. Or servant. A test of guile. Navigate the intricacies of the court. Perhaps you can gain further favor with the lady, but you should endeavor to keep an eye on your drink. Straightforward, why not? You find the lady Lucinate in the palace gardens, reading a book to a gaggle of children. Her guards impose themselves between you, but she calls you over with a smile. Aw, does she like reading books to kids? That's kinda cute. Seduce her. Ooh. Tempting. Very tempting. I'm at a disadvantage, though. But it's tempting. I mean, okay. Let's impress her with stories of our adventures. We're good at that. Without the gory details, of course. She listens to you with rapt interest. Oh, do go into all the gory details, she urges. I do enjoy our conversations, says the Lady Lucinate with a simper. The ball is ending now, the nobles drifting away. We'll have to do that again sometime, I suspect. But for now, delve into the underbelly. 100 Carapas cast-offs echo down through the mud. Carapas sinks endlessly into the swamp. A pleasant old lady is quite happy for you to climb down into her cellar, which was once an attic, and clamber out the window into the subterranean streets beyond. I'm sorry, excuse me? Well, I mean, I knew it was sinking, but... How fast? Were you a young girl when it was a... attic? Head deeper. Every footfall sends up dust. The chatter of your crew quietens to a hush. The streets down here are identical to the streets above, but cracked and riddled with fungus. Something scurries down a distant alleyway. A half-collapsed temple blocks the street. Peeking through the wreckage, you find a statue of a beetle god, still stained with ancient blood. Don't touch that thing, murmurs Runt of Litter, your gunner darkly. Looks cursed to me. Few of the other crew murmur in agreement. Fine, we'll leave it alone. You abandon the beetle statue and move on. Your crew seem relieved. Mold spores clog the air. Hold your breath. Disaster, your footsteps have shaken something ancient and vital, and the ceiling above is flourishing cracks. Pebbles fall like hail. I'm gonna go with running. Running seems like a great idea. Actually, I think that's the worst choice. Because, like, in an earthquake, aren't you supposed to, like, find a place to hide, or, like, I don't live in an area with earthquakes, so I don't remember the actual procedure. But, regardless, we run, and the entire world folds in behind you with a roar. Good thing we didn't stop running. You don't stop running until the noise stops and the dust settles. A quick head count reveals all your crew survived. Miraculous. Unfortunately, now you have to find another route home. Problems. Head deeper. You walk past a ruined workshop, the anvil's unmanned, tables littered with dusty tools. Is that a whisper? A giggle? You scan the jagged shadows around you, but see nothing. Move with caution. You walk past a ruined workshop, the anvil's unmanned, tables littered with dusty tools again. You stop Runt of Litter just as he's about to blunder into a well-hidden pit trap. Tarpaulin has been stretched over a spike-filled trench and painted gray to match the floor. Someone's living down here. Interesting. Head deeper. You pull up a sewer grate, revealing another street beneath. You found a route to the next layer. Continue on. If we can get through all of this right away, so much the better. Another statue of beetle god, we can leave that alone. Some of the doors are marked with a picture of a beetle painted in red. You pass abandoned carts heaped with bodies. Ow! Penpusher examines his gnawed, bleeding arms. Captain, I think the darkness here is a little bit sentient. Unfortunate, that, Very curious about this. Ask Genevieve, call for help. How can you help me? Genevieve pulls a small wind-up device from her satchel and cranks it furiously. A faint, flickering light shines from it. Not as good as a heart light, of course, she says with a precise smile, but it does the trick for a while. Neat. some sort of light that you can... a wind-up light. A flashlight, if you will. Sorry, I didn't really, have any good thing to hint about there. Anyway, ignoring that, what am I volunteering these guys for? Okay, I'm gonna, read this first. Some of the bodies in the streets are soldiers with mandibled helmets. Arrows protrude from desiccated ribs. A pale face appears in the darkness before you. It glides forward into your torchlight, revealing the colossal spider body behind. Much knowledge can I give you, much secrets, it promises breathily. Fill you up with it. A volunteer is what I need. Its voice is layered with a buzzing puissance. You feel a nauseating urge to obey. Tell you what, Milo, you're gonna volunteer, buddy. Saw that coming. The pale-faced spider surges forward and gathers Milo Dilliston in an adoring embrace. A long proboscis slides between its lips and squirms into his ear. Then it retreats back into the darkness, dragging the limp guard with it. Just before it vanishes back into shadow, you hear Milo Dilliston's skull crack. Well, heading deeper. A rubble-strewn abyss splits the street in half. It's half collapsed under its own weight. You can climb down the shifting rubble slopes to the third layer beneath. As you clamber down, the rubble shifts beneath your feet and reveals a skeletal hand. Yeah, it just occurred to me. Who killed the soldiers? Like, I was under the impression this was all just sinking naturally. Why would they be killing their own soldiers? Head deeper. Ew, there are fewer buildings down here and the wooden ones have rotted to their foundations. Was that a whisper? A giggle? You scan the jagged shadows around you but see nothing. Move with caution. That's a real pity. I needed those gunners. 1 minute you're walking alongside Runt of Litter, your gunner, and chatting amicably with him. The next he vanished with a shriek. He has fallen into a pit trap. Sharp wooden stakes are pushed through his twitching corpse. Head deeper. You pass a stone pyramid, its doors carved with a strange tableau. Tiny stick figures kneel before a much larger beetle. One poor fellow is impaled upon a mandible. Crashing footsteps up ahead, a creaking roar, something approaches. Let's hide. Well, damn it. Before you can find somewhere to hide, a ramble tree explodes through a nearby building. It lopes madly towards you, a towering thing with uprooted legs, its oaken fists, smashing the walls around it indiscriminately. Fight it. Damn it. You fill the ramble tree with enough bullets to supply an army for a day, but it keeps coming, splintered and howling. The ramble tree lays waste to your crew, sending bodies flying through the air, then rampages off into the darkness, injuring everybody. Let's keep going in. Okay. Another one of these spider people. Insight. Well, the pale-faced spider surges forward and squirms a long proboscis into your ear. Your mind opens until weeping and raw and explodes with unutterable secrets, unacknowledged truths, unwanted revelations. It lasts for only a glorious half-second, followed by blinding pain, a headache like no other, a sickening crack as your skull buckles. Then a gunshot. Tybalt lowers the rifle, standing over the spider thing's shuddering corpse. Your head still hurts, only fragments of knowledge remain, like the dying embers of a fire. Well, on the bright side, we got a hideous revelation out of the deal, and a terrible secret. I'm sure those were worth it. Keep going. Yeah, at this point, I think it is enough for one trip, actually. The street cracks beneath your feet, then collapses. You're deposited rudely on top of a 10-foot pile of bones, which splinter and shatter under your weight. What if we went deeper, though? The buildings are a little more than stone huts. The floor is littered with flint arrowheads. You find a gutted library, charred books scattered across the street. A few at least are mostly intact. Turn back, blind, grasping, screaming, you scramble back up towards the light. Well then. I guess we're gonna decipher this indecipherable tome. And get nothing out of it. Cool. Hey, Waif, what's up? And, 30 guineas per rest. Annoying, but we can survive that. One more. There we are. Look at us being fully, alive. Not much more we can say about that. Ooh. Ooh. I want this, but I can't afford this. But I want it, though. Oh well. Probably not as good as the deiform scab. I'm sorry? Ah. Too much stuff. Let's see. What do we want to get rid of? I guess these embalmed corpses. You know, these old bones. Don't really need them. Yeah, keep 2. Why not? Just in case I come across some reason I might want them. Let's see here. Southeast it is. Gonna just, do a little bit of propaganda-ing. Probably should've got some more fuel. Oh well. The underbelly is curious. It's not really the most interesting of places. I mean, it seems to be a place where old... how do I want to phrase this? Like, it talked about huts and stone arrows. So it seems like early on, there were people here. Like, back in the Stone Age, people arrived here. Along with people who are clearly more advanced than that. Not sure. Uncertain about a lot of things here, actually. But clearly there was a... What about Bog Shadow? Damn it, you can't just tell me there's someplace nearby and then not show me it. Definitely near Bog Shadow. But where, though? Oh. That's where I'm going. Well then. Don't I have egg on my face? Alright, come. Well, visit the Elder first, be kind. The Mice and I are excited to have a stranger in their midst. The Wrinkle Guild Elder greets you beside a roaring fire in the center of the village. It's surrounded by mice and I lying on makeshift beds on the floor, their fibrous skin blackened in places as though by fire. Some of them have chunks taken out of them, like the bites of a wolf, great gouges that reveal their glistening vegetable matter insides. Stem rot, explains the Elder grimly. It ravages us year by year, a harvest that takes more every time. We cannot afford to suffer this again. Please, traveler. It bows its red-capped head. You have anything that can help us? We can offer you gifts in return for your aid. Zhang Basho, look at these people. I'm pretty sure you can't do anything. Zhang Basho looks, if anything, a little embarrassed. It fiddles with its stethoscope and avoids your gaze. I specialize in human medicine, not mice and I medicine. It grumbles. What do you think, I'm an expert just because I'm one of them? Sorry about that. He's got issues. Let's try to start a revolution here. Dance in Fungal Dreams and the Entomark raids these village for thralls. Oh, intriguing. Says Zhang Basho. But look at these poor helpless primitives. Someone must act on their behalf. A nearby Mycena tends to the wall fungi, pauses to glare at you, then returns muttering to its work. Yeah, look at these poor helpless primitives. Dude, you're one of them, okay? Just whatever. Anyway, you fall into dreams. Once again, you act out oppression and Zhang Basho acts out martyrdom. Once again, Zhang Basho gives a speech. Once again, the lady appears and tells the dreamers that time will repeat itself, and you will all be trapped doing these things again and again and again. One more chance, growls Zhang Basho. Somewhere they've got to sit up and listen to us, says Zhang. Surely. How far away is our next target? Yeah, there's nothing interesting in either of these two places, at least not to me. So I'm willing to go and just finish this little business off now. Let's just head north and east. And east and north. Ooh, hello. I don't think I've experienced this. A giant flower. A giant flower has bloomed on the muddy floor. Its smell is truly delightful, like ginger and lime, with a tang like mustard. Your crew linger around the flower, chatting and laughing and luxuriating in its perfume, and they only move on with reluctance. The smell sticks to your clothing, scuttle off into the dark. Huh. Odd. So, like a Venus flytrap, but for humans. Sounds like. Neat. Stop. Get. Let's just seal off this a little bit. Go east, I want to say it was 4 more times. Looks like 3. And then north. Marsh disease? Yeah. Can't just say that and not have something happen, you know. Marsh disease, it incapacitates half your crew. But they're fine, so... yeah, oh well. Yeah, well. It would be nice if the flavor text actually had some more, like, gameplay effects. Like, you move 10% quicker, you move 10% slower. You know, just something. Or have something spawn, or... maybe this room makes you more terrified more quickly. You know, just anything, really. Oh, yes. Lumber. Where are you? Lumber. There you are. And burn it for fuel. Which was the plan all along, but kinda would have been nice if I could have kept it for a little bit. Saved it when I needed it. But oh well. All is well. No. No. You stay back there, you're a spider. You're a terrifying monster. And I want nothing to do with you. Up. Maybe a stop at Blue Steel Court is in order. Yeah, why not? Eliminate some more of the map. Well, illuminate more of the map, really. Not eliminating it. Nope. One more. And... as Blue Steel established interconnected shelf towns, shelf castles, blue cloaked knights glide from one another on giant dragonfly steeds. What's the news here? Well, yes, what's the news, but also what's the name of Baroness Myrmeleon and House of Lampire? Are these all like genuses of bugs? Curious. Not really something I can actually find out about. Yeah, well. Nothing for it. Well, actually, I could look. Yeah, I could look that up later. But that is later's problem. Right now, we're just going to focus on the fungus people. The mice and I. Who I'm pretty sure are being tricked by some sort of... I'm going to call her an enchantress, I guess, is the term. Someone who's sort of hijacked their, lady. You know, someone pretending to be her in order to get them to be all docile and servile. Which is useful for everybody else, because they're apparently being raided as thralls, or kept as slaves in various places, or in fung ghettos, which is just... It's a little bit on point, isn't it? Yes, hello. Dance in fungal dreams. Yes, I'm aware of that, thank you. Into the dream. We both know how this is going to go, says Zhang Basho wearily, but we have to try. As always, the lady appears as soon as Zhang Basho finishes its speech, but this time the whiskered mice and I explodes with rage. No, it shouts, pointing at the glowing lady. Your argument is flawed. Time isn't cyclical, but even if it was, you can't solve a problem by waiting a couple of centuries for things to be better. We need to make things better now. Mice and I are suffering, dying, right now. The dream wisps dim and disperse, as unconvinced as ever. The lady vanishes, ignoring Zhang Basho's shouts. That's it, says Zhang, turning to you. We need to discuss what we can do about this, it says. We do indeed. I think I know where we're going. Yes, Zhang Basho wants to discuss the failures of the revolution. The many failures. I don't understand, it says, pacing back and forth. Is it because I was raised by humans? Is it some mice and I thing I just don't understand? It shakes its head furiously. Always Chica, always the lady, always we find that assurance. The lady is waiting, the old times will come again. We should try to find the lady. Oh, I could have asked more questions, so shoot. Oh well, it's settled then, says Zhang Basho, eyes blazing. We'll go to Chica, find the lady, talk to her, persuade her to allow our work to continue, or else remove her from the Mice and I collective on conscience. Chica awaits. Ooh. I like how he thinks. We're gonna see how that turns out later. For now, thank you for your time. Note the like, comment, and subscribe buttons below. Use them responsibly, and I shall see you all soon. Bye-bye.